Welcome to RV and Travel Adventures. My name is Jesus Manuel Mena Garza. I've been camping for over 50 years in the great United States of America and also in Mexico. I've enjoyed camping quite a bit. It's one of my favorite activities. I enjoy it better than going to Europe. I enjoy it better than going to Japan. I enjoy camping in los Estados Unidos and in Mexico. It's fabulous. So I'm going to be talking about in this edition, a very short video, hopefully, if I don't go on too long on various tangents. I'm going to be talking about five methods of camping that I've enjoyed, that I've experienced at various ages in my life. Let me lift this up. At various ages of my life. And of course, each type of camping requires a certain amount of income and a certain amount of mobility and ability to move around. Your level of being ambulatory, okay? So let's talk about my first one, which I did in my youth. And when I'm talking about my youth, I'm talking about the 40s, when I was 40 years old, going on 50, 30s, 20s, and teens, okay? Backpack tent camping. So my wife and I had these very large, and I still have them here, my very large Gregory backpack that can hold 50 pounds of stuff. And we should go backpacking here and there. For example, one time we went to Desolation Wilderness, okay? That's over there by Echo Lake, Lake Tahoe area. So we parked our car by Echo Lake. I don't know if they charge to park your vehicle there. We parked our car, put on our backpacks, and started hiking around the lake. And then eventually we got to our camping spot. There were various camping spots, we're talking, not, with picnic tables and hookups, electricity. We're talking about, places where you can go along the side, near that boulder, near that stream, that spot. You can pick these spots along the trail. It's up to you. And again, this is wilderness camping. So my wife and I went down there. We had a great time. We enjoyed being in Mother Nature. And this was in our 40s and 50s, okay? So for example, what did we need to do this type of camping? We needed a big backpack. We needed hiking boots because the rocks were super sharp. So every time you hit a rock when you're walking, there were shards of rock. They were very pointy rocks. These were not, soft. The leaves of the trees were falling down and creating a carpet for you to walk on. This was hard walking and hiking. Okay, so it was pretty rough. So we had to have the appropriate shoes to go hiking with a very stiff, sole. I still have those. Again, those boots, hiking boots. Vask and different manufacturers make these hiking boots. And of course, we had to have that 50-pound backpack, and in that backpack, we had our clothes, our food, our equipment to distill from the lake where we camped, some of the water, and took out most of the stuff, and then we put a couple drops of either iodine or chloride, to kill pretty much all the bad stuff in that water. So, very nice. And of course, we had to have a stove to cook our food, a little tiny stove. We still had I think it's a Dragonfly, still have it over here, a Dragonfly stovetop that used fuel and a very tiny amount of fuel, just a container, like one of your bottles that you use to drink water from. It was that sort of container, and it contained fuel. So we had a method to cook, a method to get water, and a small tent, a 2-person tent, a very tiny tent to go camping in. And of course, our clothes and some of my fishing equipment. I brought along my fishing equipment so I could go fishing and catch some trout. Very nice. And so we had enough for about a week. And so we went up there, hung out with the mountain lions and the various animals. Yes, one night, a mountain lion visited us when we were at Desolation Wilderness. Over there by Lake Tahoe, California. Very nice spot, beautiful spot. Great memories my wife and I had doing that sort of camping. So that's backpack tent camping. Okay, a little more less difficult, less strenuous, And as we got older, we did what's called truck and car camping. We would throw a tent, and we had various tents in the back of our vehicle, be it our, CRV Honda or our Subaru or our truck, and we throw it in the back. Bam. And we'd go into the wilderness, or not so much wilderness, because you only go so far in that vehicle. So let's say the wilderness is the beach. So we go to like Padre Island National Seashore, and we'd park our vehicle on the beach, and then we pull out our tent and prop it up, and we do camping there. We had a porta potty, of course. We had a cooler full of food and a change of clothes and some containers of water. And if we had any issues, we can always drive somewhere, get some more water, and stop. So that was us back in the day. We had a great amount of fun car camping. Again, my wife and I would car camp in California, Arizona, around I remember the rattlesnakes, a lot of fun. And then in New Mexico, and of course Texas, etc. We also went in Wyoming. And also in Colorado, over there in the Rocky Mountain National Forest. We took our CRV, took out our tent, and camped over there, and had a great time. Fabulous, absolute fabulous time. Truck, taking our truck, and I think it was in Colorado National Forest. What do you call it? Rocky Mountain National Forest. It was a tent in our Honda CRV. Fantastic. Okay, we also did Truckbed camping. My wife and I, when I bought my Chevy Colorado in 2016, it had a 6'2", bed. And I'm 5'10", and my wife is 5'8", and we can fit in there. So we threw in some. We tried different iterations each time we went camping. Sometimes we'd do it inflatable. Sometimes we do one of those self-inflating thin mattresses. But eventually, we settled on our for mattresses in the back of our vehicle. We settled in on our patio furniture. Our patio furniture pads were pretty nice for a lounger. And we put those back there, 1, 2, and we had a great time. Of course, in the middle of the night in backpack, truck, and truck bed camping, you have to go to the restroom. So we had to have our flashlights, of course. And we would go to the toilet over there and do our business. And we also got water at the campsite. And that was fantastic. Sometimes we'd camp at somewhere more desolate, like in New Mexico, somewhere next to a lake. Nobody was there, and we'd camp over there. So it's a lot of fun truck bed camping. It's very economical. Again, truck bed, truck car tent, and backpack tent camping are rather economical. And so you don't have to buy an expensive travel trailer. You don't have to buy all the accessories to make life, tolerable while camping. So it's pretty inexpensive to do that. And we did that when we were younger, much younger. So eventually I said, hey, let's get a travel trailer. So I bought a travel trailer, and travel trailer, you get a fifth wheel if you want. And what's the benefit of a travel trailer? Essentially, you tow it behind whatever vehicle you have that's capable. Of course, it's capable. It's a big truck or a Chevy Colorado, in my case. You tow whatever you can. My Chevy Colorado can tow 7,000 pounds. So I got something that was around 5,000 pounds, a Rockwood Mini Light. And we towed that around. Hey, we went different places in Texas, and mainly in Texas. We also went to Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, Kansas, and of course, again, Texas and Arkansas. We went camping in those places. Fantastic. We also did some tent camping, truck bed camping in Arkansas also. So the travel trailer is a self-contained vehicle. Contains typically, in most cases. Sometimes they don't always have all this stuff. Okay, but it typically has a bed and typically has a source of water. Okay, bonus points you get for having a toilet and a kitchen and a fridge. Okay. Some very rudimentary off-road travel trailers have just, a porta potty, and you pump the water to put in a cup, and you do your own filtration, stuff like that. But a travel trailer or a fifth wheel, you usually, In a lot of cases, most Americans like it with all the stuff. Again, a toilet, a bed, a shower, a cooktop, a fridge, a sofa. Hey, a TV. How about satellite dish? That'd be very nice. So they come in various iterations. You know, you can buy a small travel trailer for about 10 feet, and they come up to, fifth wheels that go up to 45 feet. I've heard some come now 50 feet. That's gigantic. That's big. And of course, the next step up, we also had back in the, I think it was late 90s, up to 95 to about 2002, we had a motorhome, basically a van we converted for living and camping. So it was a very nice all-wheel drive van, and we had a great time camping with that. So motorhomes, typically, in our instance, we just put a futon in the back and we're camping in Lake Tahoe, New Mexico, Texas, the usual places that we usually go camping. A lot of Lake Tahoe. A lot of our experiences in Lake Tahoe were either tent camping or in our van camping, okay? Because we lived in San Francisco, we didn't have the vision to buy a very nice travel trailer or a motorhome. So we're saving up for my wife so she can take some extra classes at the university. So we had a very tight budget. And we're a lot younger back then. So motorhomes, you can buy one 18 feet to 45 feet. Class A, B, C, B+. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. Very nice. Motorhomes. My next neighbor just came back from her Florida trip. She was down there for about 4 weeks. And because she knows it's going to be cold in January in Texas. So she enjoyed the warmth and the beaches. Let's go over use case scenarios, age requirements, and price, and of course some of the extras involved in these various camping, paradigms. Okay, so backpack tent. Essentially, you get a backpack and you fill it with stuff so you can survive in the wilderness for 1 day, 2 days, a week, 2 weeks. Maybe you're hiking the Appalachian Trail. You need a lot of stuff. Okay, or some trail in California. You need a lot of stuff. You're going to camp at elevation. You need a lot of stuff. So essentially, you need a water filtration system, a pad to sleep on, a sleeping bag, and a tent, and of course, food. And a way to have some water. If you're only going out for a couple of days, you just bring your own water. But if you're going to camp for several days, water is heavy, 8.5 pounds a gallon. So you do have some methodology so you can filter that water. Okay, so there's a certain ways that you can filter water. Truck, car, tent camping. Okay, so you're taking your tent and you toss it in the back of your vehicle. There are some tents that are gigantic. Hub tents can be 5-6 feet long, so you need a big bed or put it on the roof, and there you got your tent. You still need all that stuff, but typically, if you're truck tent camping, you can go to a state park, you can go to a national park, you can go to a city park, county park, and you can go somewhat off the beaten path. If you got an all-wheel drive vehicle, you can go to the beach and just hang out at the beach. Again, you're going to have to bring your water. You can put that in the back of the truck. You can bring a porta potty. You can bring a little tent. Again, a separate tent maybe, or just your own tent, and you can do your porta potty business there, etc. So water, food. You can carry all kinds of food. You have a truck. Oops, you have a car. It's amazing you can do truck, car, tent camping. Of course, there are smaller tents, but hub tents are very nice. I would recommend looking at various hub tents. They're easy to put up, and they're fantastic. You can get the price of that would be somewhere around $200 to $500, typically for two people. Of course, there are bigger hub tents that you can carry a lot of stuff, put a lot of stuff in there, but you have options. Okay. Truck bed camping, probably one of the cheapest ways to go camping. Just throw some pads back there. We, again, put 2 pads back there. We would truck bed camp, either in some desolate spot nobody was at and had to poop or pee, and et cetera, out in the wilderness. And how did we poop or pee in wilderness? Well, we got a little shovel, you know, those garden shovels. We dug a hole, usually about a foot deep, if possible. We dug a hole and then we pooped in there and peed in there. And then we put our toilet paper in there after we took care of business. And then we covered it. So we covered it with that much dirt. We didn't cover it with that much dirt. We covered it with a lot of dirt. And then we put some, stuff on it. And it wasn't on the path that people are walking. People are walking. Oh, what the hell did I step into? No, it's off the beaten path. So for backpack tent, truck car tent, truck bed camping, if you're in the wilderness, you should dig a very nice hole if there's no toilets available. Okay. Or if you have in truck car tent and truck bed, if you have a porta potty and have a little tent, you can collect your stuff for several days if your porta potty is capable, and then dump it at home or at a convenient location. Very nice, very nice. Okay, eventually we bought a travel trailer, fifth wheel. No, we didn't buy a fifth wheel, we bought a travel trailer. So a travel trailer fifth wheel has a lot of the accoutrements. Some are very basic, some only contain a bed, and that's about it. They contain a bed. A lot of the options, a lot of people assume most travel trailers have and fifth wheels is not only a bed, a place to sleep, not just a, cover, so they're insulated from the weather and have a little bit of warmth while the breeze is passing by. Ooh, it's cold out there, but it's warm and toasty in here. So because we got our very nice thick blankets, et cetera, et cetera. So things that typically most travel trailers and fifth wheels have is not just a bed, but also a toilet. And there's different types of toilets, of course. And, places to sit, stuff like that, and a cooktop and a fridge. Okay, so these are all things that a lot of folks expect in a travel trailer, in a fifth wheel, et cetera, et cetera. There's other things. You know what they are. Of course, if you have any comments, questions, and say, hey, you missed this point, leave them in the comment sections. I would greatly appreciate it. The people watch this goofy video will probably appreciate it also. So motorhomes, oh my God, you can buy a basic van, throw like we did, my wife and I, and throw a futon back there and call it good, okay? And of course we had our trowel where we could poop somewhere. When we had our little van, all-wheel drive van, back in the 90s and early aughts, we would camp it in Lake Tahoe at the national park. Wow, at the state park. Very nice. And, parking lots, very nice. We were very unassuming because it's just a van, didn't have all the decals, the swirly decals, and air conditioner on top and solar. It just was a van, a regular size van. And it was no issues sleeping in that. So all we needed was futon. And if we wanted to pee and we're at the rest stop, we would just go to the toilet over there. Or at the, if we were in a little bit more isolated area, more a natural area, and there was no people around, we would dig a hole. And again, what would we do in that hole? Boom, boom, boom. We'd poop and pee in there and throw our toilet paper and cover it up. Again, not on the path people are walking on. Away from the people. Away from the people. Again, that's my suggestion. Of course, you can do whatever you want. You can say, hey, this is infringing on my freedoms. Hey, just be a nice person. Be a nice person, okay? So A, B, C, D. No D's. A, B, C, B pluses. Those are the types of motorhomes, and of course. So the older you get, the more you want some of these creature comforts, okay? And when you're younger, you can backpack, take a tent in the mountains. And when you're truck car bed, tent camping, tent camping's a lot of fun. It's very inexpensive. Again, backpack, tent, very inexpensive. Truck bed, very inexpensive. All we paid extra for our truck bed camping was an extra tent. We just bought a little $50, $100 tent, and we put it so we could put our toilet in there. So in the middle of the night, we go, oh, it's cold. Let's go out there and poop out there, because we couldn't poop in our truck bed. Okay, just saying. Okay, so extras. What are extras? A lot of people like nowadays. your portable power stations, solar powered facilities, some super nice upscale water filtration systems. The list goes on and on and on and on. If you want to do tent glamping, you can do a lot of stuff. They have heaters for tents nowadays. They have, portable power banks so you can power a TV and watch TV in your tent. The list goes on and on. You can work from your tent. Hey, fantastic. So this has been Jesus Manuel Mena Garza. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave them below. I'm going to leave right here. Let me move over slightly. I'm in my chair, right over here. Over here, I'm going to leave all the details regarding backpack tent camping, truck car tent camping, truck bed camping, travel trailer fifth wheel camping, and motorhome camping. A, B, C, B+. How about Super C? We'll throw that in there too. Super C. And the different use case scenarios, ages, prices, and extras. I'll leave that right here. Let me sit here while you look at it. Hey, fantastic, huh? Thanks for watching my channel. Let me get back to my spot. I greatly appreciate you checking out my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I would greatly appreciate it. This is a modest channel. This old fart here is going to be turning 73 this year. Hey, I made it. A lot of my friends did not. I made it to almost 73. Hopefully I make it to 73 in 2025. Hope you're doing fantastic wherever you're at. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Again, please leave your kind and friendly comments below. Abajo. Below. Leave your kind and friendly comments. Say, hey, what type of camping do you like? What kind of camping do you think is more affordable? Of course, the most affordable is probably truck bed camping. If you already have a truck, just throw some futons in there and call it good. You can go anywhere. And it's very economical because, instead of, blowing, getting 10 miles a gallon on your truck or SUV, going down the road, towing a travel trailer or a fifth wheel, you're getting whatever the mileage typically is in your truck. Be it 16, be it 20, be it 25. You're getting that mileage. So you're saving a lot of money on petrol or electricity in the future. Again, thanks for checking out my channel. If you have any opportunities or chance, check out my website for this channel, rvta.myportfolio.com. And of course, if you have a couple dollars to blow, check out my memberships. You get free access to my videos. Very exciting videos. Amazing videos. And that information is below. You can press a button for $5, $1. And therethe's links in the description, of course. And finally, you can become a Patreon subscriber. I start my levels at Patreon for $1, $2, $5. And for you, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, you can donate $2. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. From Fort Worth, Texas, this has been Jesus Manuel Mena Garza. Don't forget to ring the bell for future notifications. Gracias. Adios. Bye-bye.